It is August 8th, 2015, and about 8:15 in the morning. And we're at Twin Pinions, which is my cabin I built about 10 years ago on the site of the original homestead cabin. And for the longest time, I've wanted to get a brush hog to keep the grasses around here mowed, because they can get quite tall, and as a fire prevention measure, I wanted to get a brush hog and cut the grass a couple times a year. Well, earlier this summer, about 3.5 months ago, I bought this Gravely tractor, and it's a 1962 model LI, and it was in horrible shape. Could have been sitting outside for decades. It was horribly rusted. All the rubber on it was rotted. Who knows when the last time it ran. But it had promise, and parts are readily available for these old tractors. In fact, there's quite a group of collectors out there that take great pride in fixing these tractors up. So through educating myself on YouTube, watching other people work on their tractors, I got this tractor running a couple weeks ago. That was after overhauling the engine. Everything on the inside, the working parts, the piston, cylinder, rings, bearings, were all in really good shape. I replaced all the gaskets, cleaned all the carbon out of it, put the engine back together. I overhauled the carburetor, overhauled the magneto, cleaned it up, tightened every nut and bolt on it, and most of them were loose. Replaced the tires, fan belt, gas lines, spark plug, that sort of thing. Had to thoroughly clean out the gas tank. Had a lot of varnish on the bottom of it. Got it started 2 weeks ago, and these come with a variety of attachments, including this 30-inch mow deck. And this is what attracted me to originally buying this tractor. But I started up, I engaged the PTO, the transmission that takes the power from the engine and brings it to the mow deck. And there's a vertical shaft in here with a seal, and it was leaking profusely. So I had to rebuild this, and that in itself was quite a challenge. But nonetheless, yesterday I brought it up here and spent an hour and a half and mowed probably roughly 50 feet around the cabin, a perimeter of 50 feet around the cabin. And as you can see, it was quite a bit of work, but the tractor performed wonderfully, and I'm just super delighted. I can't, I'm beside myself. And so today I'm going to extend the perimeter out another 25 feet or so. I'd like to get about 75 feet of mowed grasses. And I think that, you know, if there were a fire that moved through here, that could help in saving the cabin. So anyhow, more later. But this is just another in a series of video logs about the Gravely tractor.